This is a college football playoff quarterfinal at the Sugar Bowl. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys against the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines for some of the key storylines.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. Guys, you know the narrative here with the first round bye. Coach said he has addressed that with his team. When you don't play in that first week, sometimes you come in slow or a little sluggish after a long layoff. Coach said we've worked all week to get out to a quick start. I believe in our opening script, and our guys want to set the tone early. We'll see if they're able to do that here on the first series. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. And the kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. But two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a 3, 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And this running back just continues to help this team. Pass caught out of the 20. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And there's the handoff. Look out, he's got tricks him again. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made short of the goal line, but they'll spot it at the 2.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving, and these running backs, I tell you what, get behind your pads and get busy. Yeah, this is smart. Get this guy going early. He had almost 1,000 yards receiving out on the outside. The quarterback told us this week he loves throwing the football to him. If they get him established early, I tell you what, they're going to be tough to beat.
They bring him down short of that first down marker. Sets up a 4th down and decision time for this coach.
Well, when it comes to wide receiver U, there's really only 2 schools that can even claim it, Ohio State and these LSU Tigers. This wideout has got to be looked at as one of those guys, like a Neighbors or Justin.
Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. The coach trusts his offense, and it pays off with a 4th down touchdown. A bold play, Joe, here early in this monster game.
And you can see just how much that means to that offense. Not only getting...
Oh, and it's blocked. And they grab it. It's a live ball here. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. Breaking into the clear. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. There was no catching him that time.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball, you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Extra point puts him in front by 1. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
With this tight end, hitting that corner route can be like stealing. He's got the matchup, and
looking for a deep completion. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Trying to run it. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Hand off to the single back. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get up.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The extra point makes the lead 6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And looking to throw now on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. They keep him off bounds with a run. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
They stop him again for no gain. Now it's 4th down.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program...
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. They can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Well, that's a frustrating situation. 4th down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
Bringing pressure. He makes the grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And the Tigers come up to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series. Chris, I think the most important trait that a corner can have is actually the ability to be physical and tackle. Watch him get a tackle for loss on the outside. That's a massive play for the defense.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Gets the first and still running. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. An explosive play for a guy who's had such a solid season, Joe. And this is why you go to the portal to get a stud running back. A must-win game, and you can lean on him here.
This has been such a win-win out of the portal. Obviously, you're getting great run game as a team, but for this player, an opportunity to really be the featured back, and he has taken advantage, and he's doing it again here in the playoff. What a great player. Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends.
It's caught. He's breaking free. Touchdown, LSU. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop, pull behind the line of scrimmage.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back.
Look out, he's breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position, you're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab down the middle. It's Durham. Right. Now here he goes. Crosses the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, this is the advantage of the modern running back. The guy that can gain yards between the tackle, but one that can create a play in the passing game. This is just a dump off on the outside, and he's able to just scamper into the end zone. Beautiful job by the quarterback, getting to him in the progression, and it's a touchdown for this offense.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Heading left after the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
It is intercepted. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made short of the goal line, but they'll spot it in the 2. The Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. He keeps it. QB draw. Touchdown, Tigers. Barrels into the end zone.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down. Get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
And they tack on the extra point. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
He's got a crease. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? He's in the clear. Inside the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's got to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front. You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there, incomplete, seems kind of nondescript.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's got some space. Look out. He goes out of bounds inside the 45. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get in the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, LSU. This offense really clicking. That's just power football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Your quarterback's out there. When you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here. I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
The offense will stay on the field for this fourth down attempt. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's looking to scramble. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Dropping back. It's Levitt. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
This is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone. That's exactly what they did.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
21.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. That's a safety for the defense.
Chris, this comes down to awareness for the quarterback, trying to throw the football from your own end zone. You've got to feel the rush, and as soon as it gets anywhere close to you, that ball has got to leave your hand, even if you're just throwing it over the head of the wide receiver. Great job by this pass rush. They get to the quarterback and create points.
It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create.
He's got space. Right. Here he goes. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And the back now goes in motion, looking to throw. It's Levitt, who makes the grab. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
That's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Oh, they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This touchdown is a direct result of the respect that this defense has for this quarterback and his athleticism on the outside. Watch the defensive end. This is a zone read. He's going to stay wide because he has to respect the quarterback keeping it out there on the edge, and that opens up the interior lane. Running back is free, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Oh, look out. He's got open space. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half. You get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively.
Got an opening here. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 30. Who's in the clear? All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That was huge. We talked about the importance of this drive. It's been a struggle fighting from behind in this game, but now to cut into the lead before halftime. How important is that, Joel?
So important. That was a vital drive for this group, for their momentum and for their self-belief. And now they can go in at halftime and make some adjustments. You can take the success of that drive and you can build on it and potentially come out and have much more success in the third quarter and fourth quarter.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Gives it to the back. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. They misfire in first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! He made the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
Well, I love that execution on third down. It's about moving the chains, and it's about matchups. He goes to his wide receiver, who you clearly know he loves throwing to in big situations.
It's caught, and he's got a lane. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, this one feels like the dagger. Now up big right before the half, able to execute and get it into the end zone. There's not a lot of hope on that opposite sideline heading into the locker room.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Steps out at the 21-yard line. Tried to make something happen on the return, but cost himself 4 yards. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking for a gap. It's Williams.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage, 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Hands off to the left. He's got a crease. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Open field ahead. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys will spend their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The Cowboys will line up on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Cowboys. This offense cannot be stopped.
That was a giant score just for the confidence level of this group heading into halftime to cut into the lead, give themselves a chance in this second half. Huge drive. Excellent job putting it in the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. But go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Leaning on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to some...
He's got space. Breaks into... here he goes. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Looking to scramble. Extending the play. Oh, and he fumbles. How's that for luck? Keeps the football and picks up the first down.
You become a runner as a quarterback, Chris, and you better secure that football. This defense is far too fast and physical, and here they're able to jar it loose. Lucky for him, it bounces right back to him, and he's able to retain possession.
They can't stop him. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gain the first down yardage.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Breaking tackles and going. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. A big chunk gain. More of the same for this offense. The defense still no answer for this running back.
Chris, I certainly thought that they were going to come up with some sort of answer to this run game at halftime, but it doesn't look like they've changed anything schematically. And if they're not going to change, don't change anything from a play call perspective. Keep feeding this back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball to 3. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's not going to get there short of the first down. Breaks up 4th.
That 3rd down stop has to feel good defensively, but I think they need one more. This is a go for it all day long. They're going to have to get another stop to get off the field.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Launching one to the end zone. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. Oh, a crucial moment. This quarterback's had such a solid game, but with a chance to seal it, cannot come through there. We'll see if that ends up haunting him as the defense will take over.
Chris, give this group a lot of credit. You can tell they've been trying to adjust to all the success that they've had throwing the football, and they're finally able to do that and get the stop that they desperately needed. Now it's on this offense to go out there and pay it off.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The receiver makes the catch. 1 down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
What a tremendous job by this quarterback staying patient on 4th down. Chris, trust me, your clock can get very quick on 4th down as a quarterback, and here he's able to go through his entire progression.
Got an opening here. Here he goes. Past the 40. Out past the 30. The 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Cowboys. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? He's got room to run. Look out. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU. They continue to roll up the score. That's just power football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle. It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes and get a nice stop.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's caught on the crossing pattern. Right. Here he goes. Now the 40, the 30, at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Way too much speed in that play.
This is a ton of trust that this offense and this quarterback specifically has in this wide receiver. If you get him the ball, even on a short play, you feel like he can make a play with his legs and his athleticism, and he's able to do that for a touchdown. That is a big play for this offense and a lot of faith in that skill on the outside.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Refusing to be stopped on this play. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Cowboys player down on the field. It's their sophomore wide receiver who's hurt. Holly will have some information as soon as we can. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front 7, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO. Well, I can see what they're doing here. They're trying to get themselves back on schedule and create a manageable 3rd down situation, but the defense was ready for it. They're keying on this quarterback. They're keying on these option plays, and they are able to get a stop here and create an obvious passing situation. Now you're putting stress on your offensive line and that pass protection for this 3rd down. That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable 3rd down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
The pressure's on. Caught over the middle. It's right. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. And we go back to the weapon who's been so reliable and effective today. He's one of the guys that's helped them build a lead. Now, Joel, they go to him trying to secure it.
And Chris, he's just so reliable. You can tell that the quarterback has full trust that he knows exactly where this player is going to be, that he's going to be open, and that he's going to catch the football. When you have a guy like that you can rely on the outside, you can ride that to a victory.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. It's an out route. The catch made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
7th play of the drive coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, my favorite trait in a corner is not a guy that can cover because you just assume he can. It's a guy that comes up and tackles and will play physical on the outside. Beautiful job right here. Keeps his head on the outside, great posture, and he's able to make the tackle in space.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. He's got a crease. He's in the clear at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. They are pouring it on now. That's just power football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The squib kick is corralled back inside the 10. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Oh, he's bringing it back. Touchdown, LSU. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, it's just one of those days where nothing goes right. And unfortunately for this group, it happened in a big environment. What an incredible performance, and you got to give this coaching staff a lot of credit. This group was prepared on all sides of the football, offensively, defensively, and now putting it away for the victory.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks into the clear. Breaks into the clear. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Now we run a draw play. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at...
Hold on, Joel. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down at their own end of the field. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He fires downfield. Whips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. And the Cowboys pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Testing the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Excellent play by this defense. Getting that tackle for loss and creating a second and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating third and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on third and long. After the sack, there is an injured player down. The clock has stopped for an injured player on the field. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. They'll hand it off. Inside the 35. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. To the air. It's Levitt. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive, and listen, they're being aggressive to the end, still throwing the football up big here. And, Holly, it's going to be a bit of a salty handshake down there with...
Here he goes. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, LSU. This offense continues to shred the defense, what they've been doing all season long, Joel. This is a confident group, and they're executing perfectly.
And, Chris, the big question coming into this matchup was how would this offense react to the long layoff? Well, they have been ready. You can tell that they have prepared so well. They have come out here firing on all cylinders, and that is a rarity in today's college football world.
They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
Ball handed off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain. So it sets up a 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And now the running back's got it again. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Grab down the middle. It's Powell. There'll be a rule down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
These are critical moments in a playoff game. You're down, it's 4th down, you're forced into being aggressive, but Chris, they're able to get the conversion. That is really good.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit, and they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
He's got space. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, clearly this is a little too late to start establishing the run game. This is what they needed to do in the first quarter. Now they're down by a bunch. It's a multiple possession deficit, and now they start running the football? That's just devastating.
Throwing off play action. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. The Cowboys are going to keep this drive rolling.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Caught quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
I know this is not going to matter, but my dad always told me the only thing you can control is your own effort level, so I respect the fact that they're still out there giving 100%, even when they're down this amount. What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Back to pass. It's Lewis. On the move now. He'll try a pass here. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline. It's Berry. He goes out of bounds, but moves the ball inside the 30. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. And the quarterback dropping back. With the catch, it's right. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
All right, Chris, I'm a bit surprised they're still throwing the football. This could be a bit of a frosty handshake. Holly, keep your eyes peeled. This type of score up this much, and they're still slinging it around? Okay. What a feeling it must be. You get into this playoff scenario, and you play this well, in particular on the offensive side. Build a big lead, and now you're starting to look ahead, Chris. This next round of the playoffs, the matchups that could potentially happen. Tell you what, I'm excited for this group.
Now, juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Offense operating from the pistol. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, I get it. They're trying to end this thing with their offense on the field, but just can't quite do it. I still feel like this one is in the bag. This is just too big of a lead in this situation. This offense better get going in a hurry.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. He'll hand it off.
Can't imagine the disappointment on that sideline. They had such a great year, and they get themselves to this point in the playoff. And to play this way today, I know they didn't expect it. Heck, Chris, you and I didn't expect it. But here they are. And I got to tell you, for these seniors, I just feel for them.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to find some room. It's Jones. Got an opening here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the Cowboys come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll test the right side here. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.